good morning, welcome to the Solution Finders. Today I'm going to talk about the British Origami Convention organized by the British Origami Society. I went there last weekend and it was an amazing experience. It was my first experience, my first event of this type. I joined the British Origami Society this year, just a few months ago. And I had the opportunity during the convention to have to exhibit my art on a table, to have an exhibition space, and then there was a beautiful exhibition of many artists, great art in Colchester at the Minories. This is one of the artworks that was there, and this artwork is by Tomoko Fuse, who was a guest, special guest. This is a photo of her. She is very, very nice, and she has been writing origami books for many years, and this is probably one of the first ones she wrote, and this is very precious for me because it's a book from the 80s, and my mom bought it, and she taught me origami when I was around 5 years old. This book is from 83 and origami helped me a lot. Yeah, it helped me because I remember that she would I would have moments where I was angry, and she would say, why don't you do some origami? And actually it would calm me down. And then I started to do it as practice, in a sense, as a practice to really to relax. And so I did it for all my when I was a child, when I was a teenager. I remember I used to teach other kids when there was situations where there were kids, especially when they were younger than me. I would teach one or two folds to them, spend some time with them and teach them. And the convention was very nice. I am showing you this artwork today because this is called Art Expansion 2.0, and the module I use for this is the tetrahedron. It's like a 3D triangle. I can show you, and I used the one that was invented by Tomoko Fuse. So is the fold she invented, this one. So you can see here, this is the same. I use repeated many times there, and yeah, and this is why this book is so important for me as well. One of the modules I use for my art is from this book and is from this author, Tomoko Fuse. And I contacted her this year, and I really wanted to be clear on the copyright for this because origami folds are copyrighted. So we got back and forth by email with her, and it was very nice to find out, like to have her contact. And so we agreed in the end to that when I sell my art that contains her fold, 10% of the profit goes to the British Origami Society as a donation. So actually I sold, the first one I sold is heart, and here is a print of it because the original was sold in London this year. And then the second I sold was Heart Expansion, and actually I made them. This is really the order in which I made it. Like number one I made was Heart, number two I made is Heart Expansion, And here I have Art Expansion 2.0, that is the following one. It's like a series and with an evolution of really the expansion of the heart, something that I felt in my heart and then I wanted to show. So really, that's the heart in green, and then around that's the energy, and the energy can go bigger and bigger and bigger from the heart. That's the image. And so this will be available to purchase, and maybe I can do more versions of it as well. And another version I made using the same shape of the heart, and here you can see really what it looks like. What it looks like sideways. It's a little bit 3D. Is the butterfly. So here I have two hearts. That is the same shape of the heart. You see, like that one in the back. And when I have two together, it's like a wings of a butterfly. And I think that someone at the exhibition got a similar conclusion. These are shapes that are universal, and in a sense, it's nice that different artists go to the same. And I was exhibiting this at the convention, and I was exhibiting this one as well. And this is made with a butterfly. So this orange, for example, is a butterfly. And this is a heart folded in half. And so for me, the heart folded in half is like a cocoon. So this is like an autumn composition with the autumn colors of butterflies and cocoons. And it's called We Can Fly. And I designed, starting from this, I designed t-shirts as well with written We Can Fly as well. And then for me, really, it all comes down to geometry, and I love that the butterfly has this triangular shape, so I play with the triangle in these compositions. At the convention, the first thing was I went a little bit out of my comfort zone because I went away for a weekend, and I drove for I think about an hour and a half to go there, and it was in this beautiful Essex Business School. Yeah, it was at Essex Business School in Colchester, in Essex, and it was a nice place where there was a lot of nature, and the business school was very nice. Like there was like it looked like a tropical garden inside the business school. And when I arrived, there was the conference just started. It was like the initial talk, and I arrived in the middle of a presentation of a teaching of an origami. So there was this big auditorium with quite a lot of people, I think at least 50 probably, and they were all folding an origami, and so they were given an instruction, and then they all folded the paper at the same time, and I heard that very familiar noise of paper folding, but amplified because there was like 50 people or more. And I really had it was very nice feeling, like my heart opening, like in this, hearing that noise, like hearing that lots of people are folding origami together. And it's something that I experienced just in small groups before, when there was like teaching, but actually I made origami on my own mostly. So finding origami and community together was beautiful. And then we had nice conversations. There was a little bit awkward at the beginning in the sense that I didn't know anybody, so like sometimes it's awkward to start to talk with someone we don't know. But then I had very nice conversations, and it was nice to be with people who get excited about shops who sell paper, and that they get really concentrated and really focused on building origami, on finishing them. So I went to classes, and it was very nice. And for example, I learned how to do this, and I was very satisfied when I could, because it's a few different pieces of paper assembled together. So when I could assemble it, I would stick together. It was very nice. And then I went to the Tomoko Fuse class, and she taught this one. So this a star made with 5 different papers, and she taught a variation of it. So you see, the original one has all the same color, and a variation. And this variation was, it took me a while to understand at the beginning, but then I really had to finish it, so I stayed there during the break to finish it. And I showed it to her in the evening, and she said, show me, because I think it's very nice for the teacher to see that the student can finish the thing the teacher is teaching, and sometimes there's not enough time at that point, so like to go later and say, yeah, I did it. And I did my own variation as well. This one, and actually this one is a lot easier than this one. But yeah, it's very nice. And it all comes up to this first book from many years ago, where really Tomoko Fuse started really to show, if you want to do a variation, you can change even like just a little thing. Here, for example, this is another one another teacher taught on the second day. So practically this one, if we fold the paper on a side, for example, colorful side up, we have this. If we do colorful side down, like one up and one down, we can have this, one up and one down. So really, the variations are really, could be just which side of the paper, which side is the paper at the beginning. And yeah, I find this very fascinating. And then there was an exhibition at the gallery, and so there was really different types of origami. There's some origami, they are very, very curvy, and there was like some kind of paper cutting, some kind of paper engineering, like different techniques related to paper. And I'm interested in all this, finding out all of these things. So it was really like, it opened my mind to be in this event, and I think it's a very, very good experience, and yeah, I'm so happy that I went there. Another thing that Tomoko Fuse taught us was the pentagonal box, and this is made out of like A4 papers, and then there was a very young teacher who taught the moth, And this is something that he makes. He really he invents them. The moth, hawk moth, and he does different kind of birds and stuff. And it's very nice to see someone so young teaching others and creating his own origami. Another fun one, that was the first one I made, a crown made of origami. And we did the frogs because it was like the princess and the frog. So I have 2 frogs here, jumping frogs, and these are quite fun because really you can make them jump high. So actually I love the fun in origami as well. So I hope I will show you soon some fun projects I'm making. And yeah, so it was a fantastic experience, and yeah, I hope I'm going to put the links to the British Origami Society and some of the artists below for you to have a look at. And I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful weekend, week, month, and take care. Bye bye.